second day of the Gamescom fair. Next to me there's Brian from Alienware.
Yeah.
Brian, first question for you, for all the people who don't know what Alienware is about.
Yeah.
What is Alienware about?
So we are a designer manufacturer of high-performance PCs specifically for gaming. We have been in operation for 20 years, almost 20 years now. So we're probably one of the longest running and best known gaming PC brands in the world.
Yeah, great. So there's a lot of things. I think there are PC systems and other stuff. You said especially for PC systems. There's also a lot of things at the Gamescom which is about PC gaming and so on. What is for you, for Alienware, the most interesting highlight on this fair?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a fantastic event, first of all, right? And one of the largest in the world. Definitely, you get a chance to see everything here. I think what strikes me walking around the show floor, two things, really. One, the proliferation of independent games over the last several years has been fantastic, right? It used to be, a decade ago, if you were a budding game developer, you had to find a studio and a publisher and an existing large publisher, in order to make it. But now we see indie games that sort of pop up, they're crowdfunded, and so I think the breadth of the games, the storytelling, the art direction is so much different than it used to be, and it's fantastic because it means for gamers we have so much more out there to play, and some just really fantastically innovative stuff. So that's the first thing. I think you see that on the show floor. The other thing is virtual reality becoming a really legitimate way to experience these games, and in a way that we imagined when we were, probably kids and playing on Atari systems, So to see that real world and some of these fantastic games that are taking advantage of it, I think those two things kind of stick out for me this year.
Yeah. That virtual reality stuff, is that also something interesting for Alienware?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, our mission really is to provide systems that allow gamers to play however they want to play, and we've always been providing hardware that gives you the most immersive experience, so visually, with the sound, with tactily, everything. So, virtual reality obviously is something that's going to get bigger and bigger and be taken advantage of more and more, so yeah, we're very interested.
So that's one part, next bigger part of the future. What's the next bigger part for you, for Alienware, in the next few months or maybe next year? Is there something new coming up, new technology, something new?
Always, always. That's one of the best parts about the industry, isn't it? Is there's always new technologies that advance our experience of the game. For Alienware, I would say over the last several years and going forward, what we've seen is an evolution in how we address various gaming usage models. So it used to be gamers were desktop in front of a PC, right? 2-foot experience, etc., playing by yourself, and then online with friends, LAN parties. Do you remember LAN parties? Taking your beat, right? And then it was mobile gaming on laptops, right? And certainly you see the rise of the console, and so now we have things like the Alienware Steam Machine, which gives you essentially that living room 10-foot experience, right? So you can play with all of your friends in the same room, right, on the same game, right? So for us, it's been the evolution of making sure that we have systems that allow you to play the way you want to play and in a way that suits your lifestyle. Gamers like ourselves are getting older, right? and things change when you get older, and you don't always have a dedicated gaming space, or sometimes you may have to share the TV with the wife and the kids and whatever. You want to play with your kids on certain games, etc. So all of our systems are designed around those various usage models. People who travel a lot and then take their notebook back to their desktop and plug it into the graphics amplifier to give you that much more power, things like that. So that's basically what we're looking at.
Yeah, that's the next big part. Okay, one question we talked about a few minutes ago. Steam Machine.
Steam Machine.
Nice one. Console or PC?
Yeah. So it's a little bit of both, isn't it? It's certainly a PC in design and engineering
Yeah.
and in its guts and how it functions. But in terms of the user experience is very much like a console. It's got a console friendly or a controller friendly interface. It really lends itself to playing 2, 3, 4 players in the same room on the same game, which is not really what a 2-foot experience is with the PC. So a little bit of both, and we're not really interested in categorizing it or in saying that it competes with one thing or another. It's really an expansion of the experience, and again, just another way to address the fact that gamers want to play games, right? And so much like people who are into cinema, you go to the cinema, you might rent movies at home, you might stream them on your PC. There's a lot of different ways to experience them, right? So, but you just want movies. Well, gamers just want games.
Yeah. So it's it's the decision of the gamer if he wants to call it a PC or a console.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And you're accessing your Steam library of games, which for most of us has grown quite large over the years, and you can go back and enjoy some of those games that you hadn't played in a while. Play them against friends, a different experience there. Yeah. So and that's the benefit, really.
Yeah, great. So I'm looking really forward for your next big steps. Thank you, Brian, for this beautiful interview.
Thank you very much, Felix.
Wish you, such a great fair right now.
Great. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Bye.